let me tell you, if you're trying to make a lasting impression with me, drawing from inspirations of the works of The Shining and Hereditary is a good start. Now, Sleep is a German horror film in which a mother who is plagued by horrific nightmares her whole life is sent to this hospital, and her daughter Mona sets out on a quest to figure it out, and she realizes it might be hereditary. Now, Sleep played at the Fantasia International Film Festival, which is where I had the opportunity to see this film, and it's actually a feature debut, and it's honestly kind of impressive as hell. And I really found this movie to be creepy and atmospheric and horrific and gives you quite a horrifying ride. And I really think a lot of what that leads to is down to the performances. One, the mother really taps into some Toni Collette Hereditary style performances in which she's not given a whole lot in terms of dialogue, but a lot of her performance comes off visually. And visual horror with little dialogue is actually really hard to master. She does a phenomenal job tapping into that. And you really believe the struggles and the turmoil and how much it has broken down her over the years. And her daughter trying to come to terms with that and understand that is very fascinating as well. And the relationship that she starts to form with the hotel manager that she's staying at while her mother is getting help is also very interesting. And what I think is one of the biggest draws to this movie is how this movie plays around with a lot of visual horror. It utilizes that sort of shining visual horror of just showing you really horrific things, but they don't just show you horrific things for the sake of horrific things. These things that you're witnessing actually play a factor into the story, and the story has that richness that you get in horror films like Hereditary. And I really found those two films to be a perfect marriage for Sleep. But I will say that the German history, while that is the backbone of this film, isn't as strong and concrete as I feel like a lot of the visual horror that is presented in this film. And I think had they maybe given us a little bit more time in terms of like the actual German history, would have made the film a little bit more compelling. Overall, Sleep is the perfect marriage of the visual horror of The Shining with the rich storytelling of Hereditary. It assaults you visually with some absolutely horrific imagery that's sure to linger in your psyche for quite some time. As the score goes, I'm going to give Sleep a 3.5 out of 5. So you guys, there you have it. That was my review of Sleep. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this film when it becomes accessible to you. And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slash Movier, and you guys have just been slashed.